This is Kyle Becker. Welcome to Explain America. One of the most unpopular Democrats in America just completely lost it on live TV after finding out he's under federal investigation. And his response? Blame Trump. Blame the DOJ. Blame literally anyone but himself. It's the meltdown of a failed mayor who knows the walls are closing in on his regime. But before we get into this story, please be sure to like, comment, and share Explain America. We appreciate you helping get the word out on common sense journalism. Now, let's get to the story. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson is officially under DOJ investigation over discriminatory hiring practices. And when the news dropped, he didn't respond with facts or even a coherent defense. Instead, he went straight to the default setting for failed Democrats, race baiting, and deflection. Let's watch.
In response to the investigation, I kind of love this. You said that the DOJ should actually be investigating the Trump administration. You've paid very close attention to this. Clearly, you just referenced it. But talk to me a little bit more about what you've seen in their hiring practices. You referenced country clubs. Clearly, they do not celebrate diversity. They do the opposite. But what else have you seen?
Well, you would be hard-pressed to find someone in the Trump administration that is actually qualified or actually have the skill that is necessary and the background to actually represent the interest of the American people. So when you think about the Department of Education, not qualified. When you think about Health and Human Services, unqualified. You know, look, the bottom line is this, is that the people of the city of Chicago elected me to speak to their interests. And that's why I've worked to put together and assemble a deeply connected administration that is not only qualified, but reflects the values of the people of Chicago. And we're seeing the great results. Violence is down in the city of Chicago, over 20%. Homicides are down, shootings are down, robberies are down, while at the same time, we're building more affordable homes, 4,000 in the first 2 years of my administration, 1,800 under construction right now. We're expanding mental and behavioral health care services. And we are actually emboldening our young people through youth employment. And so there's a direct result to the investments that we're making and the violence that continues to go down in the city of Chicago. And that is something that we have had to disrupt decades of disinvestment. It's unfortunate that this administration has demonstrated a great deal of animus towards the interests of working people, but we won't be intimidated in Chicago.
So that was Brandon Johnson trying to spin a federal civil rights probe into a talking point about Trump's cabinet picks. Instead of addressing the actual charge that he's violated the Equal Protection Clause by making hiring decisions based on race, he goes on a rant about the Trump administration being unqualified. And then he says Chicago won't be intimidated, as if the DOJ is the problem. Not the guy openly saying he prefers to hire black employees because they're the most generous race. That's not leadership. That's textbook discrimination. And that's why the Department of Justice is now investigating. Let's not forget, Brandon Johnson's approval rating, it's in the single digits for a reason. Under his leadership, Chicago is becoming a lawless sanctuary city for illegal immigrants. Violent crime is still sky high. Homelessness is surging, and businesses are fleeing. And all he does is race bait, blame Republicans, and gaslight voters with progressive talking points while the city crumbles. Now that he's facing real scrutiny, his mask is slipping, and he's clear he never had the moral high ground. Just scapegoats and slogans. Please be sure to like, comment, and share Explain America. We appreciate you helping get the word out on common sense journalism. This has been Kyle Becker with Explain America.